everyone, welcome back to another practice. Today we just have a nice short practice and we're going to just work the hips. So we're going to just work on general openness and mobility of the hips, an area lots of us struggle with. So when you're ready, we're just going to jump straight into it. Come on over onto your mat. Come into a seated position with the sit bones on the floor and then the knees are going to be bent. Take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Try to avoid rounding the spine, really draw the chest forwards, grow tall through the spine. And you can have your hands either next to your hips or reach the arms forwards, or maybe bring the hands to your heart. Good, so from here we're just going to start by opening up the hips, windshield wipering the legs. So just begin to drop both knees over towards the right. Try to get both shin bones on the floor and just turn your chest to the right. Come all the way back to center. And then take it to the left. Again, both shin bones down. And then come back to center. We'll repeat this a few more times, over to the right. And then back to center, over to the left. We'll do one more like this, then we'll add on back to center, over to the right. And back to center, and then over to the left. Good, now you can stick with that variation, or this time we're going to add on, so back to center, over to the right. This time press into the shin bones. Maybe you lift your bottom up, reach the arms to the sky as you thrust your hips forwards, slightly activating through the core. You can use your fingertips to do this if you need help. Good, and then lower the bottom down. Come all the way back to center and then over towards the left. Again, press into the shin bones, push the hips forward, squeeze the bum slightly as you reach up. And then come all the way back down. Back to center, over to the right, stay, or again, lift the hips, push the hips forwards, reach up. And lower the bottom back down, all the way back to center, over to the other side, lift the hips, push the glutes forward, squeeze the bum. And back to center, really nice. Come back to the center of your position. Take your fingertips behind you if they're not already. Turn your toes out, lift up your bottom and come into a Malasana yogic squat. Now for some of us, coming into this pose isn't going to work this early on. You might be up here, that's absolutely fine as long as you feel something going on in the hips, you feel some nice openness going on. Wherever you are, maybe you just take a little sway side to side, just lifting each heel as you go left to right. Just really working your way in. Lovely, I'm just going to come back to the front of the mat just so you can see where we're going next. So from here, just finding stillness, come back to the center. Place the fingertips to the floor, inhale, open up through the chest, lift the gaze. And then as you exhale, just straighten the legs, fold over the legs. The knees can be as bent as you need them to be. We'll repeat that twice, bend into Malasana, lift the gaze, look up to the sky. Exhale, lift the bum, forward fold, nose towards the legs. One more time, inhale, open up through the chest, Malasana. Exhale, straighten the legs as you forward fold. Beautiful, inhale, come back into Malasana, come all the way down. Place the hands down onto the floor and then take a big step back with your left leg. Just walk your right foot a little bit further forwards if you need to, so that the right foot is at the long edge of the mat, the right hand is next to the right big toe. Draw the chest forwards in your lizard lunge, and then just for a moment, little rock forwards and backwards. Just really get into that left hip flexor. Press into the right foot. Beautiful, and then finding stillness. Place the left hand down, inhale, the right arm reaches up to the sky, take a twist. Now from here, pivot onto the little toe edge of the back foot, the little toe edge of the front foot, and lower the left hip towards the ground as you reach the right arm back. So we're in this kind of reverse side lunge, really deep into the hips, but also into this left side body. Good, breathe in here, and breathe out. Let's take one more in-breath and one more out-breath. Lovely. On an inhale, reach the right arm all the way back up and around. Good. Now this time, turn your back heel flat. Turn your right toe slightly in and you're going to come into side lunge. So bending into the right knee, lifting up the left heel, left toe, drawing the toes towards your face. Now if you notice I'm on my tippy toes, that's absolutely fine. Maybe you're further up here, again, that's great. Just feel the openness begin to happen. Hands to the heart or the floor, or maybe right arm to the right and left arm opens into your twist. And just take a moment, feel the inner hamstrings open, feel the hips open. Good, breath in. And then exhale, release the hand down if it's lifted. Good, now from here, option 1, fingers stay down to support yourself. Option 2 is going to be the trickier option, hands come to the heart. From here, we're going to look to the back of the mat and we're going to take ourselves all the way to side lunge at the back of the mat, lifting your right toes. Good, again, hands to floor or hands to heart, or maybe just open up the arms. Twisting the chest around, opening the shoulder. Good, just a brief visit here. From there, begin to bring the hands to the floor or the heart. Again, we're going to go over to the front of the mat, side lunge. Good, inhale, side lunge. We're going to repeat this a few more times. Exhale, side lunge, back of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale to the front. We'll do one more time. Inhale here. Exhale to the back. Inhale here. And exhale to the front. Really nice. Remember, you can use your hands. Place the fingers down if they're lifted. Walk yourself all the way around. Find a low lunge at the front of the mat. Drop your left knee to the floor. You can keep the toes tucked. Inhale, reach the arms up. Come into your Anjaneyasana. Good, now from here, think about lengthening the tailbone just so you get deeper into that left hip flexor. Maybe you even need to come out of the pose a little bit. That's okay too. Core's nice and active, glutes are switched on. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lovely, let's take one more in-breath. And then exhale, release the fingers to the floor. Tuck the back toe if it's not, lift the back knee. From here, press into the hands and then inhale, sweep the right leg all the way to the sky. Come into a 3 legs downward dog. The left knee can be bent, but just try to relax the left ankle. Good, the hips are going to open up now as you bend the top knee. Squeeze the right heel towards the bum and just find that deep stretch through the front of the hip. Take a full in-breath and out breath. Lovely, and then inhale, re-square that right hip, straighten the right leg. And then exhale, just release the right foot down and just pedal out through the legs in your downward facing dog. Just walk all of that kind of movement out. Beautiful, guys. And then from there, look to the front of the mat. Little bend in the knees, you can walk, you can step. Otherwise, little jump to the outside edges of the hands. Come into your Malasana again, hands to the heart, lifting up through the chest. Again, little wiggle, maybe side to side. Perfect. And then from there, fingers are going to come to the floor. Lift the bottom slightly, big step back with the right leg this time, coming into your lizard lunge. Left foot is long edge of the mat, left hand's next to the big toe. Chest draws forwards, and then again, little rock, forwards, backwards, using the right toes just to get into the right hip flexor. Really, really nice. And then finding stillness. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm lifts up to the sky into that twist. And then from there, pivot onto the little toe edge of the back foot, little toe edge of the front foot, lower the right hip down and reach the left arm all the way back. Opening across the chest, but more so opening right into this left glute, this left outer hip. Good, breath in here. And breath out. And we'll take one more in-breath. And out breath. Lovely. Inhale, reach all the way back up and over. Place the hands back down. Again, we're finding side lunge. Bend into the left knee. Turn the right heel flat and then lift the right toes up, coming into your side lunge. Again, the left heel doesn't need to be on the floor. It can be lifted. And you can always have your hands on the ground to support you. Let's inhale here. And as you exhale, we're taking it to the back of the mat, side lunge again. Only a few more of these. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale to the front. Inhale, side lunge. Exhale to the back. Inhale, side lunge. And exhale to the front. Really nice. Hands come to the floor. Begin to straighten the left leg. Bring all 10 toes, parallel to one another, and the toes are facing the long edge of the mat. So you're in a wide forward fold. I understand my bum is in your face, so I'm just going to turn around right now. Good. So from here, let's inhale, just lift up through the chest. And as you exhale, just forward fold into your prasarita A, your wide-legged forward fold. If the hands don't reach the floor, hands can be on blocks or maybe just the legs. Try to think about lifting the tailbone up. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful. And then inhale, straighten the arms, flat back position. Pick up your heels, turn your heels in, your toes out. Bend into the knees, bring the hands to the heart, and then rise up to goddess pose. You couldn't have a hip mobility class without goddess pose. Knees are drawing towards the toes. Your inner thighs are opening as you slightly draw the knees to the little toe edges of the feet. Lift the chest, and then if it feels good, little rock side to side. Just get right into those hips. Beautiful. And then if you're moving, let's find stillness. Let's lift up through the chest. As we inhale, let's reach the arms and straighten the legs to the sky. As we exhale, let's come back into our goddess. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bring it back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come all the way back down. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, straighten the legs. And then forward fold, turn the toes all the way to face the long edge of the mat again. Good. From here, look to the front of the mat, turn your left toes out and begin to walk the hands around, framing your left foot, and then drop your right knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge, arms to the sky. Exhale, bend into it, sink into it. Think about using your strength though here. So think about drawing the front heel and the back knee together to feel that kind of lifted sensation. So you're not just kind of hanging out, but you're using the strength as well as the openness. Great, let's breathe in and breathe out. Nice, one more breath in. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Pick up the back knee, let's inhale, sweep that left leg to the sky. Free leg down dog, relax your right ankle. And then exhale, bend the left knee, open the hips, squeeze the heel towards the bum. And just try to really focus on breathing into wherever you feel it. You might feel it in different parts of the body depending on what's tighter for you today. Really, really nice. Let's inhale, straighten that right leg, left leg even. And then exhale, release the left foot down. Really, really nice. From there, inhale, roll forwards to high plank. And then just exhale, drop the knees. Bring your big toes together and push your bottom back into your child's pose. And just take a moment in child's pose, just wiggle around, maybe roll the forehead side to side. Just notice how you feel, notice if there's any sensations. Hopefully you feel a little bit more open in the lower part of the body. Lovely guys, and then from there, inhale, come to tabletop position. I know this is hip mobility, but because we have done lots of work in the lower body, I just want us to stretch out the upper body a little bit. So keep the knees and the hips exactly as they are. Let's just walk the hands forwards, draw the forehead down, coming into puppy pose. Just big breath in here. And big breath out. And just one more in breath. And out breath. Lovely. And then look between the hands. Begin to walk the hands all the way back underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees together. Sit your bottom onto your knees. Come into a kneeling position. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, bow the forehead down, stretch the back of the neck. And just thank yourself for giving yourself this time to just move and breathe and feel. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, this short practice. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel a little bit more open. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you for another video again soon.